Hello, my darlings. You might wonder why I look like a shiny lantern. And that's because today I'm finally doing a video that you have been asking for months, if not over a year. Yeah, I'm doing my makeup with you today using my favorite products. Of course, they are on a heavy rotation because I have a lot of makeup. Like this thing right here, it's all foundation concealer. These are all lips. And here I have all my like powder and cream products. So yeah, I have a lot of makeup, so I try to use everything I have. So I switch them out. Let's get into it without any further ado. Of course, everything I use will be linked below, along with my whole favorite bunch of stuff, which is only one link below as per usual. So yeah, just quickly, my base, I have my skin prepped already. Because it's boiling hot, it's over 30 degrees Celsius today. It's really, really hot. I didn't want to put too much of a heavy moisturizer that I might do if it's cooler outside. So for today, I only used Glow Recipe Guava Vitamin C Serum. And on top, and that's why I'm so glowy, I use the Supergoop Glow Screen, and my shade is the, I think, number 3 shade, the Golden Hour. So yeah, you guys know, it's a very, very viral product, and for a good reason, it's great. And today, I will do my makeup as usual, like the eyeshadow look that you like the most, but I just got the new Natasha Denona palette, the newest one. I need a warm palette, and I'm gonna use it for my makeup today. And honestly, I am a Natasha Denona makeup, especially eyeshadow palettes collector. Everything that comes out, if it's up my alley color-wise, I'm gonna buy it. So if you ever want my eyeshadow palette collection or my Natasha Denona palette collection, then just give me a comment below. But yeah, this is the newest palette, and I was a little bit worried that it might be slightly too warm for me because I'm definitely into more neutral tones at the moment, but it's not. It's actually very, very muted, neutral to warm, slightly warm eyeshadow color range. So we're gonna try it out today. It's my first time using it, so I'm very, very excited. But again, I'm gonna do my usual eyeshadow look that I always do. So you guys know, super easy, no eyeliner, no cut crease. Yeah, just very, very, very easy. Because I have big and more of round eyes, I feel like I can really go without eyeliner for some reason. I just feel like it looks great when I have eyeliner on, but I'm lazy AF. So I don't ever do eyeliner, almost never. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in. I am quite pale at the moment. I am hoping to get some tan very soon. So for now, I need to use something lighter, but this is like my favorite foundation of all time. Super long lasting and beautifully looking. This is Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation in shade number 8. And this is like a medium neutral or warm. I don't know, but it still leans quite warm. So yeah, don't even look at their description shades on the website or at Sephora because they don't really match the undertone as they describe it. I use the shade 8. For reference, in Armani, I am shade 6.5, 6.25, which is a bit warmer. In Dior, I'm usually 2W or 3W if I'm tan, so that's my reference of shades. So yeah, let's get into the foundation. Okay, this time I'm gonna use a foundation brush. At the moment, I'm more into brushes than beauty blenders. I don't know why. I feel like, you know, it's a little bit of a fuss to wet the beauty blender and they're quite hard to wash. So recently I've been using brushes. So I just have 2 pumps of foundation, and I actually start from the bottom of my face, and first thing I do is drag the foundation down the neck, and of course I do the stippling motions, and the only dragging motion I do is on my neck. So that is quite easy. You guys know the drill. So I might speed up the process so you guys are not bored. Okay, foundation, I think it's done. Now, I'm gonna use, of course, the concealer. And by the way, I used not too much of foundation. I didn't use a heavy layer. I'd rather put some concealer to clean up the lines and, you know, all that jazz after I put my cream products. So that's the foundation. As you can see, it looks so beautiful. It's way more glowy now because of the sunscreen that I used, but we're gonna settle it down in a second. All right, for concealer, guys, I'll be honest, I do have the new Huda Beauty concealers in multiple shades. I think I have 6. I have the Natasha Denona concealers, and they're all very nice, but honestly, what looks the best on my skin and on my eyes is still NARS Radiant Creamy, and my 2 favorite shades of all time that I have at least 2 backups of each of at any time is Honey and Ginger. Now, Honey I used under my eyes. Oh, my lash just popped off. I just got a new set of lashes. So Honey goes right here where I have some discoloration, just a little bit. If I need more, I can always put more, but I try to be quite minimal with the amount of products I put on. I know on camera it looks like it's a lot, but trust me, it really isn't. It translates always like that, like people put so much stuff, but it's actually a very thin layer. And Ginger goes all over my face. And normally it's actually almost perfect shade match for me, if not the perfect shade match. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, even that foundation is a bit dark. I need tan. I need more tan. So yeah, I put Ginger right here on my jaw to lighten it up, and this way the contour that we're gonna put in later, it's gonna look so good. Okay, under my nose and around my mouth, it's crucial. I just love this concealer. I know it's so old, but honestly, for me, it is the best concealer. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right under the eyes for it to dry a bit more because I want more coverage in this area. So we're gonna let it sit. And in the meantime, I'm gonna put my contour. And today we're gonna use Rare Beauty in Good Energy. The shade might look dark for you, but it's such a good, cool tone bronzer slash contour. So I love this shade for my skin tone. So yeah, I do this under my neck. And I don't drag it here because I'm going to blend it out with the brush anyways. And I don't want to have too much. And then I do like a little kind of a triangle on my, like the highest point right above the, you know, the socket, with the socket, the dent that you have under your cheekbone. And in general, my cheekbones are on the prominent side, but I still like to accentuate it. All right, that is my contour placement, and I really love it like that. And with the same brush, I actually use the foundation brush, and this way it all blends so seamlessly. And I don't care if the actual foundation covers the bronzer a little bit, because it just will look more natural for me. I really rarely use another brush. All right, now the contour on the nose, and see, it blends so quickly, so quickly. This Rare Beauty bronzer slash contour is very, very nice. In general, I'm a big fan of contour products. I'm kind of obsessed with contour products. So I have quite a collection, but this one I really, really reach for very, very often. Okay, we're gonna, I take the brush, the other side of the brush, and I just clean out the edges. It looks harsh now, but trust me, we're gonna make it beautiful, but still more of a visible contour. Because especially when I record, you know, because I rarely wear makeup on a daily basis, but when I film or when I go out in the evenings, I like my contours to be very prominent. I don't know, I just like the look. What can I say? All right, now here's the trick that I do with the neck, because I hate when it looks like really, really contoured. You just want a shadow, right? So what I do is underneath the contour, I put the concealer, also the ginger one that I used on my face. And again, with the same brush, we're gonna blend it out and pretty much just blending into the contour, but it's gonna look very, very shadowy this way. See, it's just, yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna take a smaller of a brush because we need to blend out what we have under the eyes. So I'm gonna use, by the way, these brushes are from Glam Shop. It's an online store, Polish, and they make very good brushes. So I'm gonna link it below for you guys. They ship worldwide as far as I know. So yeah, I'm gonna blend the foundation from the lips with a clean brush. And now, like, I'm super disinfected, so don't worry that I put it on my lips first. Like, my face is clean, whatever. I only use it on me, so that's fine. Alright, guys. And a little bit down the nose. And this way the contour will pop. And I also do this movement. Drag it underneath the brow. So that's our, what? Concealer. Okay. I'm gonna blend the bronzer in a bit more. We're gonna blend these harsh lines, so don't worry. We're gonna use some different powders in order to make it perfect. Okay, speaking of powder, first we need to set the under eyes, right? So what I'm gonna use is my beloved Givenchy Prisme Libre in Voile Rosé. It's been reformulated and I've heard horror stories that it's so bad. So I'm really cherishing the one that I have because it's the old formula. I don't know if I should put a little dot of a concealer just in those more grayish areas that I unfortunately have. I haven't been sleeping well, so my under eye area is not perfect by any means. Like, nothing sets down better for me than this concealer. I love it. I just love it. They can release the best concealer ever. I'm still gonna go back to it. Okay, so I'm taking a heart-shaped cute puff, put it on my hand a little bit, and just set the heck out of it. Because I'm pretty much done with the cream products. do I use cream blushes? Yes, but not today, Satan. Not today. Today we are gonna do my favorite combo of the moment, and since you're gonna see it's quite a lot of different formulas, it's still gonna look very light and airy, but I'm gonna use 3 blushes, or at least 2, because it's like my favorite combo. Okay, so I don't want to use the cream as well. It's gonna be way more than enough, and it's gonna be very long lasting, so don't worry, guys. This is like a bulletproof makeup, by the way, and I know that many people use this powder for just the under eye, but I do like to use it around my face as well, especially when I'm more pale or just lazy. That's that. This is how I roll, my darlings. So yeah, I'm gonna just accentuate the lightness underneath my contour, and we're gonna set the other side, and I also set my neck. I know that many people actually skip this step, but this will not only lighten the area, so you don't have to, you know, you're just not gonna look like an Oompa Loompa, and also it will prevent the cream products from transferring on your clothes. Okay, I'm just being lazy because I could have used another powder, I know. And I will. I will. Okay. Now we have the whole face completely locked. Especially don't forget about the eyelids, and this is like the best primer for your eyeshadow. A little bit of your concealer just dragged from your under eyes, and powder, just the setting powder that you used under your eyes, and that's it. That's what I do. I never use those eyeshadow bases. I'm too lazy. But I'm gonna use another powder. I told you we're gonna blend everything beautifully. This is from Swede Beauty, and this is the Miracle Powder, and this is the shade Golden Medium. It's too dark for under my eyes, but it's absolutely stunning all over your face and when you wanna just blend in everything. But first, right before that, I'm gonna do bronzer, just to set the contour areas. So I'm gonna use Anastasia in the shade Saddle. I love the shade of this bronzer. It's so beautiful, and it's definitely on a cooler side, which is perfect for me. I don't really go for very warm bronzers at all, and I also put it on my lids. It just, you know, it just puts everything, melts everything together when you use the same colors all over your face. And you know, you don't have like a separate eye makeup, separate face, cheek. Yeah, just I like to blend in the colors, make it all very cohesive. You guys probably know I'm not a big player when it comes to colorful makeup. I definitely only do neutrals with a lot of glitter, if anything. And now we're setting the Jojo. Oh yes. A little bit on my nose. I also put it on my finger and do that button nose effect, because why not? Alright, and this is bronzer done. And now with the same brush, I'm going into the powder from Swede. And again, I use quite of a darker shade, but it not only looks incredible, it makes your skin look wet. Look at that. Oh yes. Yes, queen. This is it. This is it. And it's gonna go on quite glowy again. It gives you that kind of a wet look, but it's very, very long lasting and sets makeup also very well. I'm definitely gonna get, I did get it from the brand, they did send it to me, and I'm in love, so I think I'm gonna get a light shade as well, and I do it all over my neck as well because it gives you that beautiful shiny skin. I'm definitely gonna get a light shade for under my eyes because it looks so beautiful. So we have done the bronzer, and as you can see now, it looks quite subtle. You only have like a slight dent accentuated on your cheekbone, right? So I told you it's gonna look good. Okay, now I think we can do blush, but I'm feeling a little bit shite with no brows done, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna do it off camera, and I'm gonna just quickly show you what I use for my brows as of recently, and I love these products. So I went back to Benefit, and I've been using like crazy. It's my second piece. I've been using this like crazy. This is their new Precisely My Brow Detailer. And it's like a super thin of a pencil, and to draw on your brows and actually also draw a perfect seamless line underneath. So good. And you know, it's just way more versatile than a brow pen, because you cannot really draw underneath your brow with a pen because it's gonna look crazy. So that I use like to draw the perfect line, the perfect shape, and additional hairs right here, and sometimes in the beginning of the brow. And with their Goof Proof, I do the top and fill in. So Goof Proof I have in shade 3.5, and that's how I fill in the brow. It's way lighter than my normal brow. As you can see, my brow is pretty much black or very dark brown. And the detailer I have in shade 5, just like the normal Precisely My Brow pencil I also have in shade 5. So normally, like, my actual brow color is 5, but I use the lighter shade to fill in so it doesn't look crazy. Okay, the brows are on, and I'm gonna just kind of set them. They've been laminated recently, so I don't need to like lock them in with a like super gooey black brow gel. So I'm just gonna use Precisely My Brow from Benefit in the shade 5. So it is a little bit tinted, not that I need it, but honestly it was just the closest to me in my drawer, so that's why I picked it up. And I really like their, you know, more stiff brow gels. I use anything. I'll use anything. Okay. My brows are very stiff, and the hair is quite thick, so they are quite good at just standing up on their own, you know. All right, we are done with the brows. Let's now go back to the skin and let's do my favorite blush triad. So first I'm gonna do Cloud Crush from Too Faced in Golden Hour. It's quite similar to NARS Orgasm, so it's quite sheer on my skin tone as well. So I'm just putting quite a bit on the brush, and as you can see, I'm putting it very close to my eye and dragging it down to the bronzer. So very high up and quite down. I do like a little moon shape. Of course, crescent moon, not full moon, right? Okay, so Now the other side, and that's gonna be, even though it has shimmer, the color itself, the base, it's quite matte. So it's gonna be our nice base, and of course on my nose, because I love me, and chin. I love me some blush on the nose. So that's Golden Hour from Too Faced. Then this is new, Fenty Beauty Baked Peach Velour Blush Lighter in Baked Peach. This is very glowy and quite orange leaning, but it still has pink particles. So just put a bit of that more high up, not too much into the bronzer. Okay. And we could stop here. We could stop here, of course. We could have stopped with the first blush, of course, but this Armani in shade 50 is again like NARS Orgasm, but even less pink and more subtle, just more subtle. Beautiful color, especially on my skin. It looks super subtle. So, and this is our ethereal, beautiful blush that you guys have been crazy about in my last videos. So that's what I do. Also a little bit on the eyes. And we pretty much could totally skip the highlight, right? Now, what else I'm gonna do? Of course, I will probably destroy my blouse, but what can you do? I'm not leaving the house today, so couldn't care less. Okay, we are just gonna put the suede powder that's quite dark but very like wet effect on the rest of my décolletage. However you say it, guys, however you say it, I'm trying. And now I can lock my shirt in place. I hope I didn't destroy the sound because of this moving around. If I did, sorry. Now we have a perfectly blended makeup that is exquisite. Exquisite. If I wanted to use a highlighter, I would probably use something like, just a second, maybe, okay, let's go a little bit more subtle, and let's do Natasha Denona Hygiene Beautifier. And I'm actually gonna put it on a smaller brush, just a clean concealer brush, and we're only gonna place it right here. That's it. It's not gonna destroy the makeup, even though it's a more creamy formula. Don't worry, it's not gonna do anything. And now we have a full-on glass skin glow seen from the atmosphere. I know it's 3 blushes, I know it's a lot, but you could do only 2. You can even do 1, honestly. The only thing I couldn't do just 1 blush alone would be the Armani, just because the color doesn't show up that much on my skin, but it just melts everything together so beautifully. Like, oh, I look like a ripe peach. Love it. Okay, now let's do lips first. I'm gonna use Mocha from Anastasia. I love Muted Mauve, probably my favorite shade from Anastasia. And I love Deep Taupe, but I don't want it to be too cool toned because we're gonna use a baby pink on top. And Mocha is a bit more brownish. Now the Cupid's bow. By the way, guys, don't mind my lips. They are indeed a bit swollen because it turned out I have a dent because I still have a little bit of filler. So my esthetician, my best friend actually, had to like drag it out. It was terrible. It was terrible, okay? And she had to fill in that gap, so of course the whole lip is swollen now. But yeah, I haven't done my lips in a very long time, believe it or not. And I didn't really top it off, but I kind of had to fill the gap that happened. And now they probably look like sausages. But it's not gonna be forever. Okay. Okay. So that's the lip liner. Now for lipstick, I brought from there new Charlotte Pillow Talk Fair. And again, it's like a more baby pink. And I do prefer it over the normal Pillow Talk. And it's shiny. And it's less cool toned than Icon Baby, which I also love, but this one, I think it's my favorite. Okay, now we totally don't have to. But my current favorite lip gloss is the Full-On Plumping Lip Polish in White Russian Sparkle, the new shade Sparkle White Russian from Buxom. So since I need some refreshing moment because it's so hot, we're just gonna put it in the center. Perfect. Apart from the fact that they look so big, because again, they're very swollen. The color is nice, right? Okay, now we can get into Auntie Danona, which I'm very, very excited about. Oh, actually, let me... Yep, brushes. We definitely need that, right? Okay, first, I'm gonna take like a fluffier brush. Maybe this one from Zoeva. And I'm gonna get into this mellow shade here, which is really pretty darker nude. And I'm just gonna put it all over my eyelid. I'm literally testing it live with you because I have no idea how these shades will translate. And I will say that this one is good enough of a nude for my skin tone. It's just ever so slightly darker than my skin. So it's still a good cleaning shade and over the lid shade, but I wouldn't put it in my tear duct. So I would need something a bit lighter than that to make, like, you know, this area more highlighted. Okay, next, let's do Soft Spot because people are raving about this shade and it's definitely right up my alley because it's not too warm. And I'm just gonna put it in my crease first, but going into the nose socket, and I'm actually gonna drag it a little bit because it's more cool toned. You can totally get away with that. And now I'm turning the brush and I'm doing like a V shape right here. Okay, so it's very cohesive shape-wise with my highlight and brush. Not brush, blush. Oh, I kind of get confused when I have to say brush and blush in the same sentence or not too far apart. And I'm gonna put it even further on my lid. And again, I'm doing that swiping motion, kind of like I was sweeping the floors. Using the same brush, I don't care that it's big. I'm gonna put it on my lower lid. And as you can see, from the lower lid, I'm dragging it out as well to like connect these two flicks so to speak. And this is basically my version of eyeliner. Literally, that's what I do. Like, guys, I couldn't be bothered more. I'm just gonna intensify that winged kind of eyeshadow look and more of a V-shaped on the lid, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. And as you can see, like, for some reason, I know it would look even better, but for some reason with my eye shape, I don't really need that much of eyeliner. I mean, I would love to do it perfectly every day, all day, but I'm such a lazy ass. I cannot. I'd rather have my brows in perfect condition, which takes me a bit of time, I'm not gonna lie, than to have to do the eyeliner. It looks beautiful, I love it on everybody and myself, but here's your lazy cow right here when it comes to the liner. Okay, I'm doing the same thing on the other eye. As you can see, I'm putting quite a bit in that socket area right above my tear duct. And I love to do that because it really makes the eye bigger, and I feel like it also makes the eye look more sexy and defined. So yeah, that's what I'm always doing. And now again, dragging a little bit further on the eyelid and sweeping again. Like I wanna get something out of my eye. And again, doing the same thing. There we go. There we go. Isn't that easy? Honestly, guys, tell me, isn't that easy? I love to have my glam, but not a fussy one. So yeah, that's all you can get from me. Now, all we can do is to move on to the glitters, which is my favorite part. And guys, I cannot choose. They're all so pretty. Oh my god. Let's maybe start with, let's try Fancy first in my tear duct. And let's drag it up. I always do it, guys. I always do this movement. And this is what makes your eyelid so good. Okay, so that's Fancy for you. Again, if you want my Natasha Denona video and swatches and whatnot, just please let me know, because I simply don't want to bore you. It's not like I'm getting millions of views under my makeup content, so I'm just guessing you're not that interested, but let's leave that. I want to try Homey, because this one is more of a glitzy shade. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh yes. Okay, I'm definitely moving it into my tear duct area. This is life. I hope you can see. Like, guys, in the mirror, it looks insane. I hope it looks great on the camera as well, but oh my god, guys, can you deal with this shine? Because I can barely. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. It looks good. Okay, again, soft spot. And we're just gonna intensify the crease after that glitzy party that we had. Oh yeah, I love that. I love that, guys. Now, we're done with the eyelids, and since I have extensions, I pretty much don't really have to do the mascara. But maybe I will do just one coat on my bottom lashes, and this one is from Queen Musia. This is a metal packaging, really cool. I've shown it to you somewhere in my past videos already. I'm just gonna slightly coat the top of the lashes on top. Look, I know it sounded weird, top in the same sentence, but you guys know I'm trying to make sense. And it's hard to focus on talking when you are trying to do your makeup. Like, kudos to makeup influencers, really. Okay. Okay. We are done. We are actually done. Now, I would totally leave it like that, but when I'm filming, you see way more shine on my skin than you would in real life. So what I would do is take my Charlotte Tilbury powder, which I love, and just matte my nose, mattify, sorry. Okay, since the mascara is new, it kind of stamped my lower lid. So I need to wait and scrub it off with a spoolie. If such thing happens to you, I suggest using something like this Tom Ford concealer. My shade is Latte 3WO, and I'm just gonna, because this one doesn't destroy your makeup even when set. So I'm gonna take a little bit on the brush, the concealer brush, and just put it on top of the scrubbed off mascara. Okay. And now we're gonna take a little bit of some setting powder. Can be Charlotte Tilbury. It is a little bit heavier for the eyes, but whatever. And I just set it in place with the same brush. I don't care. Never lifted my makeup ever. So yeah, that is it. I think we're done. We've done the lips, we've done the face, we used the Natasha Denona new thingy. So now we're just gonna set it with the airbrush spray from Charlotte. Oh shit, it wasn't used before. I love this spray, it's the best. I have a big one right there, but this is my travel one. I don't know why it squirted so badly, because I actually did use it. So I don't know what's going on. Okay, this is it. How do you guys like it? Please don't drag me in the comments for the lips. They are swollen because I had an issue that I had to solve. I didn't fill them in again. They're just very swollen because of the pressuring and pushing and filling in the gap. So there's nothing I could do. I will probably dissolve them soon, like completely dissolve them. And after a couple of months, I will start with a tiny bit of filler again. But that is that. Please tell me how you like this look. I'm very, very curious because you've been asking me to make a tutorial on this for so long. Like, this is one of my favorite makeup routines. It always looks good. It's not too fussy. It looks like you spend hundreds of dollars on your makeup artist. With the eyes, you can use any palette, really. All you need to have is like a muted, matte, neutral brown that goes pretty much all over the crease and the lid and underneath. If you want to smoke it out, you can smoke it out with something even darker, which Natasha Denona does have in this palette, like even 2 shades. But again, I'm lazy and it's not my vibe that often. By the way, let's try Dynamism because it looks so beautiful as well. Oh, guys, this is pretty AF. This is pretty AF. Yeah, and it's a bit darker so it makes a beautiful transition on our lid. I hope you can see. So yeah, I love this palette, love it. I also love the I Need a Nude. I love the golden palette. The gold palette, the new one, the new gold in gold packaging. I love so many Natasha Denona shades and formulas, so she's definitely my favorite when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. Yeah, really, if I could only have one brand for eyeshadow palettes, hands down, it would be Natasha. Hands down. So this is the finished makeup look, guys. Everything will be linked below. I think I have some discount code for Suede and Queen Musia, but just double check. It will be in the description if I still have it, because I used to. I don't know anymore. So yeah, check it out. Again, everything is listed right there, just like I do with perfumes. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you in my next video. Bye guys.